Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Direct Football News. In this one, I'm going to be going over what happened to Arsenal over the weekend and after the last few weeks. So obviously, Brighton most recent result, losing away to Brighton, is obviously a very, very terrible result. A club like Arsenal should be coming away from there with a win. Unfortunately, they didn't. um, it was a very poor game. Obviously, Pepe scored a very good goal, and it was just it should have been more. They should have won that game. And obviously, the Leno injury, with his ACL, he looks like he's going to be out for months and months now with an ACL injury. It's better to break your leg than ACL, and he's probably our best player along with Aubameyang. So that's a really big unfortunate right there, because Martinez is gonna have to step in, and he's not the best. The last game he played was his first game in the Premier League since like 2017. So he doesn't play Premier League that much. He doesn't play that much, period. But we'll just have to see how he can play. And obviously, I just think what Arsenal need to do is need to really just get rid of some players right now, because you have players like Mesut Ozil, 350,000 a week. At any other club, he should that on that much amount of money, he should be the star player. But at Arsenal, Man City game, he did not even make the squad. He wasn't even on the bench. And a player on that type of contract should be starting the game. He should be the first player on the team sheet, but he isn't. And it's just a waste of money right there. Like, they're just pumping. 3 weeks. That's £1,000,000 that you've just thrown out the window because he's not even making the team. And they just need to sort these players out. Honestly, I don't really see Arsenal keeping Aubameyang, because if Arsenal don't make Europe, which it does not look like they're going to, I think Arsenal's only hope of Europe is through the FA Cup. And they've got Sheffield, and I really don't see them beating Sheffield. I just think Sheffield United is a better team. The next game against Southampton, I don't see Arsenal beating Southampton. Southampton are in a really good form right now. I think they're a better team than Brighton, and I just see them beating Arsenal, and not by 1-0, by 2-3 at least. And that's the state Arsenal are in right now. And I think if they don't make Europe, Aubameyang doesn't stay. This is his last few years at the top, and he wants to make them count in Europe. He doesn't want to be fighting for a top 7, top half of the table, really, when he can be at a much better club. But I don't think a club like Real Madrid really want him. I think they don't want to stop. He'll be at least 50 million, and I don't think they want to spend that much on a part-time striker. Not part-time, but like a striker who's not going to be in the club for very long, because they want Mbappe. They want to save all their money just for Mbappe, because Aubameyang will have big wages and they'll have a big player to pay for. They don't really want to pay for that. Barcelona, they have their eyes set on Lautaro Martinez. They want the young Argentinian striker, maybe a link with Messi. But so I don't really see where he can go. But I don't. He's probably trying to sort that deal out. That's why he hasn't signed a new contract yet. He's trying to find somewhere where he can go. Because if I was him, I wouldn't want to stay at Arsenal, because there's nothing left really for him. The club is just struggling right now. I think Pepe, he's doing okay. I feel like he's under the radar a bit because he's doing all right. I think in the Premier League he's got 5 goals and 6 assists, which for a terrible start is not bad. And honestly, defensive wise, I think Rob Holding did very well. It's just unfortunate we lost, so it doesn't look like he did very well. So I don't know if he should make the team, because he's been really good. Pablo Mari looks like he's out for the rest of the season. It's so many injuries. Like, Arsenal really need to just get the youngsters involved, but not too much, because against Man City, I think there was too many young players. In the attack, Aubameyang, Willock, Nketiah, and who was on the right? I don't remember who's actually on the right. I think maybe Reece Nelson. Maybe, I don't know. No, Bukayo Saka actually. That's who he was. But obviously, I think that's too many young players in attack, and Aubameyang was playing on the left wing, and I think his best position is down the middle, and I don't think someone like Aubameyang should have to compensate for another player, right? He should be the one at striker. He should be the one because he's the one. If Arsenal set up for counter attack against Man City, right? I didn't. I watched that whole game. I think they only played like two balls in behind, and they were really poor for Aubameyang. If you're gonna play a counter-attacking way, you have to play the balls in behind, and unfortunately they didn't, and they just got punished. Obviously with the David Luiz mistakes. Who, if I see him in a starting lineup for an Arsenal team again, jeez man, we've gone so low. When Mustafi looks like the best defender that day, that's obviously saying something right there. Yeah, and I just feel like Nketiah or Willock, they should have to compensate for Aubameyang. He should not be going into a different position for them. He should be the one, you know, going into striker, and they should be going somewhere else. But another player who I wanted to talk about was Gabriel Martinelli, and I'm very disappointed that he hasn't played in 2 matches. I'm pretty sure he's fully fit. He's been on the bench both games, and I just feel like he should be on the pitch. Before the break, he was one of our best players, and now he just doesn't even get a look in. He doesn't get on the bench. I mean, he gets on the bench, but he doesn't play at all. He doesn't play a minute, and I'm like, I think personally he was doing better than Willock and Nketiah. Like, he was doing better than them. I don't know what he's been like in training. Maybe he's not been up to par. But, I really think he should have been the one to, play in these last few games. And I feel like he could have helped. Because he's a determined player. Lacazette, when I watched him come on, it just doesn't... He just seems like he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to really work for the team. When Martinelli comes on, the effort, the energy levels all go up a bit, because he wants to do good. He wants to do well. He puts the Arsenal shirt on with pride, which I think lots of players don't. Like Mesut Ozil, like Lacazette, they don't really care about putting the Arsenal shirt on and what it means to the fans, right? And I feel like they need to get these. I would honestly be okay if we got rid of Lacazette. If we should really be pushing for a swap deal. Lacazette for Partey at Atletico, and probably, I don't know, even if we had to pay like another 10-15 million as well, I would do that, because Lacazette is just not good. If you can keep hold of Aubameyang, get rid of Lacazette, bring in Partey, I feel like we'd be in a decent place. We've got the Saliba coming in from Saint Etienne, who's been really good, so that's another central defender, and him with maybe Rob Holding, maybe Mari if he stays, Mavropanos is on loan. If he comes back, you never know. So there's lots of options in the back, and I think Mustafi, Socrates, Luiz, they're all done. I don't really want to see much of them left. I think the Partey, he will come in, solidify that central defensive midfield role, and then after that, after we get the Saliba in, we sort out the defence really. Tierney's back, Bellerin's back, both pretty young fullbacks. Saliba's young, Holding's young. Leno for goalkeeper's quite young. So I feel like our defence has got potential, right? And attack, we've got so many attackers, young ones. So I feel like it wouldn't be that bad of a loss if we lost Lacazette, because he hasn't even been scoring that much. So if we kept like Martinelli, Saka, I know Liverpool are quite interested in Saka. Keep hold of him. Keep Willock, keep Nketiah, keep Nelson. If we keep all these players, we could have a good attack, and obviously with a striker like Aubameyang, he can obviously teach him. And then I think that after all that, I think the only position we really need is an attacking midfielder. Because if you look at the other, top 6-ish teams, they have goals from the midfield. They all have like at least 5 goals from the midfield. Arsenal have like 2, and maybe like 2 assists from the midfield. And I think that's what they're lacking, because they don't have everything. Has to come from the front line, from the Pepes, the young talents coming up, the Aubameyangs. Not enough is coming from the midfield, and I think that's where Arsenal are quite suffering right now. So if I don't really know of a good young attacking midfielder, but hopefully I know there was one Feyenoord we were looking at, but Barcelona were looking at, but Feyenoord really want to keep hold of him. I think his name was Orkan. But we just need to pick up a cheaper attacking midfield who's going to work for the team. Obviously, Willock's been playing there, but he's quite young. We need someone who's going to come in and get goals and assists. You know, at least like 8 goals, 8 assists a season. You know, just to help out. You know, with Aubameyang in there. But anyway, guys, comment up. It's been the end of the video, and this is my opinions on the Arsenal situation right now. Comment down below what you would do and who you think Arsenal need to buy to really, build their team up. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Comment down below if you want me to do another one of like these with the Premier League teams. Maybe one with like Chelsea. Maybe I'll do a lower team and see it for and then with a lower budget, smaller budget. Try and see what they could do. So yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a video. I've been away for like 6 days, not away, but like I've been really tired, a lot of stuff going on lately, so I haven't been able to post, but I'm coming back on the posts. This will be my second post today. So thanks for watching, and goodbye. See you in the next one.